Welcome back. We are on Tuesday of the Ratios Recipe Project. Make sure that you have the first slide done with your name and Monday's slide where you've listed your recipe. If you haven't had a chance to do that yet, go back and watch the video from Monday and do that first before this is done. So, today it's asking you if you need to half or triple your recipe. So before we go in and take half the amount and triple the amount, I want you to type out all the ingredients here. Pause the video, give yourself a chance to do that, and then we'll come back and we'll have that have it just typed out right here in these ingredients. You also need to put in the original amounts for each item, so do that now if you haven't already. If you are not sure if you've got tablespoons and teaspoons, you can either write TBSP or you can write a capital T for tablespoon and TSP or a lowercase t for teaspoon. Pause the video and finish that. All right, once you have that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply copy this and paste it over here so I don't have to type them all over again. So just highlight, copy, and then paste. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do half of each. Some of these are going to be a little easier than others, and some of them are going to be a little bit more challenging if you are having a little bit of trouble with multiplying fractions. So half of something means you're doing half times. So if I'm going to take half of 8, that's going to be 4. And so that'd be 4 tablespoons. I've got that. But then half of half, what do I need to do for this one? So let me show you really quickly what it means to take half of half. So I'm going to do 1/2 times 1/2. That's what that looks like. And when you're multiplying fractions, you're going to just multiply straight across. 1 times 1 is 1, and 2 times 2 is 4. So go through yours if you need to, and do all the ones that have the whole numbers and then the simple fractions. And then when I come back, I'm going to show you how to do the mixed numbers. So pause the video and go through and do that, and then we'll come back and watch for the rest of it. I have everything except for this mixed number that's 1½ cups. So when I have 1 and 1/2 and I need to multiply it by half, I need to turn my mixed number into an improper fraction first. And so I know that 1 is the same thing as 2/2 because 2/2 is 1 whole. And then I have half of that. So 2 halves, or 1 whole, plus 1/2 is the same thing as 3 halves. You may also know how to do it based off of do 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3, and get the 3 halves that way. You can do it whichever way you prefer. So I'm going to do 3 halves times 1/2, multiply straight across. 3 times 1 is 3, 2 times 2 is 4, so then I get 3/4 here. Now I want to triple the recipe. When you're tripling something, that means you're multiplying everything by 3. So 8 times 3 is 24. Go through and you can do all of your whole number ones. And then do your fractions. And when you're multiplying something by 3, and to do it as a fraction, that would be the same thing as 3/1. So if I wanted to do 1/2 times 3, I would do 1/2 times 3/1 and multiply straight across. 3 times 1 is 3, 2 times 1 is 2, and that is 3 halves. And remember from the other one, 3 halves is the same thing as 1½. I can put that in there as 1½ cups. And then I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you how to do the mixed number again. Same thing, 1½ cups is the same thing as 3 halves of a cup. And I'm going to multiply, I'm tripling it, so I'm going to multiply that by 3/1. 3 times 3 is 9, 2 times 1 is 2, so I have 9 halves. I don't write 9 halves when I'm cooking usually. I usually know it's like how many cups and how many partial cups. So I need to figure out how many times 2 goes into 9. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 4 whole times with 1 remainder. So my answer would be 4½. 9 halves is the same thing as 4 1/2 cups. And then I will go ahead and fill in the rest of these. Once you have everything out and make sure that your answers are correct, you can move ahead on to the next days.